Hey Lowell, welcome back to Dutch Diecast Collector, or if you're new to the show, also a very big welcome, of course. Today we got a very cool MiG-21MFN. I think it's the first MFN that I had since the start. Czech Republic in October 2002. Now the Czech Republic has flown these things a little bit longer than the rest. They eventually got phased out now, I think, by the Dassault, I forgot the name, the Rafale. But still, it's nice to see a jet lasting very long. I think these were mass produced in the hundreds and thousands, so they have lasted for a long time. Box, as always, very plain and very simple, just like the one from Corgi. All the parts are mainly in the bottom. The wheels, we're going to test the fitment today. I'm curious if it's better or worse, but this one is going to go on stand eventually. I do need to get some more aftermarket stands because I want to put more on the complex stand, let's say. And of course, there's an extra set of missiles in there, the ones that I haven't seen on the MiG yet, so that's really cool. These ones here, so that's nice. And of course the model itself. Now the box, nicely done as always. It's taped up shut, completely surrounded by it. Let me see if I can get it off. I already see a little tail fin that's new, so that's nice. So, first glance at the colors, looking really sleek. The lines are, this is the mold, has been for ages, so nothing has changed. Success press here, we'll do that. Now, normally these come out quite okay. Not always, but we'll see. Now, this one does, so that's nice. Now I have a lot of rubbish next to me for some reason. Let's get that out of the way. So let's have a first glance at the plane. 45 years of AFB Kaslov, sorry. So the Air Force base in Kaslov in Czech. The tiger striping, really nicely done. I do like the details of it. Now I am a MiG collector, so I cannot ignore this jet. I do see a little blemish here in the flat paint. As you see that shiny part here, which is a bit of a shame. It's a bit of grease, I think, from the factory. Of course, the very sensitive parts here. The tail is also not very strong, and also the nose is not very strong, so be very careful with it. Air brake, as always, very nicely done. And for the rest, just a very sleek looking little jet. In the canopy, details are looking splendid, I have to say again. The basics as what you expect. And the seat, of course, even has the little details in it. I'm curious if the pilot figure has the back fin in it, because this sheet has a fin in it, so we'll see. Canopy is also really well detailed again. So what I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to check the wheels out, see how the fitment is. Usually not good with me, but we'll see. If it actually will go on wheels, I'll try and put it on the wheels. Let's enjoy the torch together. So let's see how the fitment is of this one with the wheels. This one actually fits quite okay. Let's see the next one. Hopefully it's the same story. That would be nice. No, actually not bad with this one. So I've had a couple of them now in a row that were horribly fitting, and you need to actually install these little stabilizers. Now, unfortunately, most people like myself, we are very bad at this. You need blue tack to put them in, and I'm not a big fan. I still consider this to be modular. It should be. I really hope another brand will ever tackle this, or Hobby Master will redo the mold, but we'll see. Then the other hard thing to install are these side flaps. Now, sometimes it goes really well and sometimes it goes really shit. Sounds like a famous footballer, but that's okay. But yeah, this one, it's not going too bad, I have to be honest. It's a lot smoother and a lot faster than I'm using. Maybe I'm getting faster at it. This is, I think, MiG-5043 or something that I have right now. And yeah, I'm planning to add more to the collection. The only one I'm skipping right now is the Chinese latest version. I think it looked way too much like the last one, or the first one they ever released, the J7, let's say. So I said to myself, I'm not going to do that. So this one I'm not able to get in, and my fingers are too fat, let's say. So that's something to consider, like on open landing gear doors. These planes are quite a nightmare, as you can see. So you need almost tweezers to get these in, and I'm not the type of guy that likes to use tweezers. I think you, as a supplier, you should make this correct and not incorrect. So this one is now in, but it's under angle. And if I push it even harder, it probably will snap. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan, let's put it that way. But I do like MiG-21s, and that's my weakness, and that's why I'm enjoying now the paint together with you. No, so this is not going to work out for me. I don't have the patience for it. So landing gear, it's something you have to consider yourself if you're into it. I'm not, as simple as that. I really don't enjoy it at all. And on the stand, it's looking a bit more pretty, especially the aftermarket one from the thruster. So of course 3 fuel tanks. That's nice when you have 3 fuel tanks, but only with the outstand it's possible. So you lose this fuel tank also when you're doing that. Fuel tanks are on the outer pylons, of course. I've seen people before would put them on the inner one. Now the fuel tanks are on the outside connected. Fuel tanks often don't fit very well. They're often a bit too fat. Just give them a gentle push, make sure that your finger is on the frame, and you should get them in. Now with this one I'm going to go full missiles, because I like the new little missile that they added to it. I don't remember the name of this little guy. It's also on the MiG-21, but we'll get there one day or another. So I had the gear bay door collapse. Usually the install goes quite smooth. They're small and tiny. That's the only thing you need to keep in mind. That's about it. Also about what you can say about it. It's just a nice fitment usually. That's why I personally prefer to put them in flight mode, let's say, because the install is just way smoother than the on wheels install, let's say. Yeah, that's about it. The rest is quite child's play usually, if this one wants to go in at least. But as you notice, if your fingers are a bit too big, that's why I'm not a model builder, let's say. I don't have the patience for it. I think if I pay a lot of money for something, it should be quite good and not half good. But this is a nice example also, again, of like it should be modular and not like this. This mold is so old that it's time for an update. So once you have finally got it in there and you didn't break anything, which also happens sometimes, it's looking not super bad. So in general, the aesthetic is okay. Now missiles, they also are not always guaranteed to fit really good. So this one is way too loose. It's holding barely, so you can better look for a other hole that's fitting a bit smoother. So it's a bit of playing around with the missiles often. Now this hole is way too big. Probably is going to need some white glue, unfortunately. Yeah, so this one is way too loose. Let's check another missile. Nah. Barely holds, but also the missiles are made from 3 pieces, so you see this one, the tip is sticking out a bit, and that's another downside often what I've seen. Not a big fan of that neither. But then again, it's nice to see a new MiG-21 on the market again. Just would like to see a little bit more QCing, let's say. So this missile, I'm not sure if they can be together. I have no idea. I need to look up that online. But I do like the look of it, so for now it's going to stay like this in my cabinet. But feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because I'm not sure if it's just only the fuel tank that can stay on the outer, let's say. This is what I mean with the missiles being way too loose. In general, the fitment is not perfect, let's put it that way. So you need some blue tack often with the MiG-21 to get it working. Although I do like the look of it. Now, you can let them lean a little bit on there. It's not like the end of the world. Now the stand, yeah, it's a very basic one. It's not a pretty one. That's why I like the aftermarket one a little bit better, because of the cradle that they designed to hold the little MiG. Yeah, it's joystick. So they have made holes in the frame to get it in there. Let's see if everything stayed under there. And you need to connect the 2 holes up, and then... yeah, it leans on the front machine gun, let's say, the machine gun pot for this one. And there you have it. Now, you could go, of course, with fuel tanks on the outer. The fuel tanks, unfortunately, have no Tiger details, so I'm not really very interested in it. And you, of course, have an extra set of missiles. And, of course, a pilot figure with the back fin, like I mentioned. So this is something they did at a later stage. They started adding a detail that holds the pilot a bit better. The pilot is also a bit more details from my film. Quite a tall pilot. So 1 in 72 scale, if you compare them from the flanker, for instance, there is quite some difference. But the fitment is really good, and I do like the update that they did, that it holds the pilot a little bit better. At least it should. This one also, it is a lot... it's not so good, this one. Maybe it's me not putting it in correctly, because the little hand, you can even put a little hand in there. So you have the hand active details are a little bit better. So I had a hand just literally near the throttle and so on, or the selective buttons. So really cool. And then the canopy goes closed again. Then we have the last grand piece, so the cherry on top of the cream. That's the pitot. It's a giant. Watch out with them in your cabinet, they shoot off quite easily. So also some blue tack or some white glue gun might help in future. Then the leftover parts, that's quite clear. The landing gear, of course, tanks, and of course 2 extra missiles. But these have been standard for the MiG-21 for a while, so it's nice to see. I think it's the R29, but I'm not 100% sure. The new one, at least. The old one, I don't remember the name. But we'll put it on our tester and show you the finish. Alrighty guys, and there's the finish. I have to say, a very nice model. The only downside still, and I think I've repeated this multiple of these MiG-21 reviews, the landing gear, not a fan. I would like to see modular in there. But who knows, if Hobby Monsters ever watching again, hopefully they take some advice from that. For the rest of the tail fin, so the latest updates that the MiG-21MFN has, they're all on there. At least the ones I could see. So it's nice to see. So if you want a piece of history, again, it's a nice example of a good model that you could add to the collection. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment is always very welcome. And a big thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you and bye-bye.